What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about the best MUT captain to use in Madden 23. Now, before we get into that, I want to make sure that I break it down properly. There's a lot of people coming to the channel that don't understand Madden Ultimate Team. My veterans also, they have some questions, but we'll go over that at a different time because you guys pretty much understand what's going on. If you are a member of the channel, you will get your questions answered one-on-one, and you will be part of that private group chat right here on YouTube. For more information on how to become a member, click what's in the description box under becoming a member, or just click the join button on my homepage here at YouTube. But the bottom line about team captains, just to give you guys an idea of what's going on, team chemistry is a very huge part of Madden Ultimate Team. So what happens is, although Keyshawn Johnson, it says Jets on this actual card, he can be, a player for any team he actually played for, and that applies itself to your team chemistry. So they get all 32 team chems. So if you're a Cowboy fan, whatever, whoever he was at, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, whoever it was, he's going to be eligible for that. Now, this original card is going to be at 85 overall. This is the first one that's up. Keyshawn Johnson is a physical type receiver. With all the news coming out about Madden 23 Ultimate Team, where they're saying that height is going to have a lot to do with the actual game, he would be a guy that's suitable if you're going to be, throwing that ball, going crazy, just slanging it, because these guys will be upgraded throughout the year eventually to become a 99, similar to what was happening in Madden 22. Again, for those of you guys that are not used to it, these cards are going to be something that EA, every series, they'll give you the option to continue to upgrade it. So it's going to go from an 85 to an 88. All right, that'll be an 85 speed. So early on, you would be able to have this player as a starter. Now, like I said, depending on what you're looking for as far as your offensive capability, you may not want a wide receiver. All right. For me, I don't think I would pick this guy simply because there's so many other wide receivers that I got my eye on that we're going to be talking about as we get closer to launch and as more information comes out about the game. But again, if you're just starting out with MUT and you're like, you know what, G, I don't want to spend a lot of money on, the fact that, with the way that the power-ups are, I've already explained that in a previous video if you guys are worried about the power-ups, but the legends primarily are going to be able to get powered up. Will there be legends like Randy Moss and stuff like that? Absolutely. We don't know when that's going to drop, though. So this will be a suitable guy to try to test out throwing the ball deep and things like that, if you're into that sort of thing with the passing game. All right? Because like I said, I would say an L, but he's 6'4", so he can go up there and get that thing, especially with the way that the game's going to start off at launch. He has very, very good numbers with route running, so that's also a huge part. Depending on how crossers slants, during the beta, you could still get wide open on really ridiculous routes. So I don't really know how it's going to be with the, what they're calling the polished version of the game. We have to wait to see what that really means. But I would say if you're looking to pass the ball and you don't want to spend money on an actual wide receiver, he would be suitable for your team. And like I said, I can't say L because he has the height. I just prefer to see what else is coming before I say, you know what, Keyshawn Johnson is the guy. You know what I'm saying? So let's move right along on to the next one. Larry Zonka. Now, before you guys go and start going crazy with outrage, the reasoning behind why they did this was because fullbacks, it's an issue. When you're building a theme team, it's a very huge issue to get a fullback that has your team chemistry. Now, granted, it's only one card, but it's another card that you can probably add to the lineup to add to that 25 or 50 to get boost to your squad when it comes to theme teams. All right, for those of you guys that are new to MUT, theme teams, you just apply, a max of 50 players with the same team chemistry, and you watch the boost happen, and it's a beautiful thing. Now you get a fullback. Believe it or not, depending on what theme team you pick, Zonka might be the guy that you need. And I thought about it more and more after RG did his special stream. You may end up needing this card simply because it's so hard to get the fullback position, or to get two, because now you'll get this one and then every team will have probably like a silver or a gold one, and then you could just have two of them right there, and it's just much more simplistic. Rather than trying to figure out other routes of getting players, oh my God, I gotta go get, 6 tight ends. Well, not 6 tight ends, you get up to 3, but like 6 corners or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You now have another option to add to that theme team. So although he's a fullback and it's like, oh my God, bro, this guy sucks, it may not be the case because he may be the difference between achieving that boost as opposed to not getting it. You see what I'm saying? So that's something that I would keep an eye on. So again, with this one, I can't say L because most of your theme teams lack fullbacks. And remember, you get all 32 team chemistries. All right. That's ultimately what it was. And remember, these are free cards that you upgrade throughout the year, and that's it. You know, you're not actually spending money. You're going to spend time, you know, trying to get the objectives to unlock them and upgrade, but you're not going to spend money on it per se, all right, with the upgrade. So just think about that. Depending on who your team is, it may not be an L for you. Moving right along, Sam Adams. All right, we all remember this was the dude that picked off the Patriots when he was with the Buffalo Bills or something, right? I forgot what they called it. He had like a nickname. Somebody tell me what his nickname was. I remember this dude. He ran extra slow into the end zone, and Bill Belichick was raging, bruh. Now, he's a whole lot of man, okay? Depending on how true it is, what EA is saying, as far as the D tackle position goes, he could be an option. If I figure out by playing the game initially, you know, going to, you know, a couple head-to-head games and seeing what the competition is, and I notice that the size and the weight of the players matter, he could be a guy that you use. Again, because we don't know exactly what they're going to format the game to, no one can determine how the game is going to play. You know, anybody that's telling you, yo, it's going to definitely be this, is lying. The only thing you can actually say is based on what they wrote, you know, height is going to be a major factor in the game, you know, as far as wide receiver and stuff like that, because they actually spoke about it in the Gridiron notes. Anybody else saying anything about the impact and the weight, it's a lie, because we don't know. We honestly do not know what EA Sports is up to. We don't know what they're going to do. So we have to figure that aspect out. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to see, because he's a whole lot of man, dude. This guy right here, whole lot of man, like excessive amount of man. So if he's that big and we can get him to 78 speed, depending on the blitz packages that we run, he may take up the center and a guard and let our blitz scream if we send, you know, 5-6. So we got to look at it. And also, again, depending on what your theme team is, he may be useful to you. All right. Now, the final team captain, Eric Allen. Now, he's an Eagle. So I threw up in my mouth a little bit. That's like a little, you know, it's a little shout out to all the Eagle fans that watch my videos. You guys know how I am with the Eagles, bro. It's hilarious. I make fun of all the teams in the NFC East. But like I said, this card right here, if you're starting out and your primary objective is just to go out there and play the game, you're not worried about, you know, oh my God, I got to have this name, a specific player. His card is actually good. We don't know the information at the time of this video about the strat cards, but if they add any speed or whatever it is, that is a very, very suitable speed to start the year off with. So for me right now, looking at it, because I'm going to take Elam, one of the rookie premieres, I don't know exactly which route I'm going with this. Because I honestly, I probably won't pick the corner. Some of you guys may do that because, like I said, he's suitable and I think he's a solid card. What I'm probably going to end up doing, like, believe it or not, bro, is end up taking the fullback. Just to have an extra fullback, because I already have my other positions planned out. So I don't know if I need the D tackle. You know what I'm saying? And because fullbacks are so scarce in the game and it's hard to get them, the most logical card right now for me, based on the way my team's going to be, is probably the fullback. That way I know I have two of them, and that adds to my chemistry. Other than that, you guys give me your suggestions. Let me know what you think. But remember, all of these cards can work for your benefit. They're free, and they're all 32 team chemistries. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying your day. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.